Hi everybody, my last video, and I'm gonna stop doing videos now. It's my last and final video. I'll be Mr. Bookman. I won't be on Facebook that much. I'll be working out, just to let you know. So hopefully, one more page left to do, but it's kind of dark. So hope I can see what I'm reading. I was on chapter 17, so I think it's part 8. I think so. It'll be keypad. Hey, neat. I'll stop right there. Go over here now. Chapter 18 on Stephen King, Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep. Alright. Here. Yeah, you like it? Good. I got it at the Western Auto Pure. American Steel. The one white Grandma Rose gave me had a padlock with a little key I wore around my neck, but that was long ago. This is the 1980s, the modern age. See the number pad? What you do is put in 5 numbers. You're sure you won't forget? Then push the little button that says set. Then anytime you want to open the box, you punch your code. Alright, there you go. Talking about code, I think it's like a box for Danny. So, Danny was delight. Thanks, Dick. I'll keep my special things in it. This would include his best baseball cards, his Cub Scouts compass badge, his lucky green rock, and a picture of him and his father taken on the front lawn of the apartment building where they live in Boulder before the Overlook, before things turn bad. That's fine, Danny. I want you to do that, but I want you to do something else. What? I want you to know this box inside and out. Don't just look at it, touch it, feel it all over. Then stick your nose inside and see it, and see if there's a smell. It needs to be your closest friend, at least for a while. Why? What's up there? Hope I can record all this. Because you're going to put another one just like it in your mind. One that's even more special. And the next time that Massey Bits comes around, you'll be ready for her. I'll tell you how, just like old white grandma told me. Danny didn't talk much on the ride back to the apartment. He had a lot to things. Had a lot to think about. There you go. A lot to think about. He held his present, a lockbox made of strong metal, on his lap. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. We're on chapter 9 now. Mrs. Massey returned a week later. She was in the bathroom again. This time in the tub. Danny wasn't surprised. A tub was where she had died after all. This time he didn't run. This time he went inside and closed the door. She beckoned him forward, smiling. Oh, Massey has to come. Mrs. Massey has to come. So I'm in chapter 19, going up to chapter 20, and I'll be done. I'll be done in the last page right here. Alright. And it's dark, so hopefully I can get this done in no time. Yeah. Smiling. Okay, my door. Okay, smiling. Danny came also. Smiling in the other room. He could hear the television. His mother was watching Three's Company. Hello, Mrs. Massey, Danny said. I brought you something. At the last moment, she understood and began to scream. Moments later, his mom was knocking at the bathroom door. Danny, are you all right? Fine, Mom. The tub was empty. There was some goo in it, but Danny thought he could clean that up. A little water would send it right down the drain. Do you have to go? I'll be out pretty soon. No, I thought I heard you call. Danny grabbed his toothbrush and opened the door. I'm 100% cool. See, he gave her a big smile. It wasn't hard now that Mrs. Massey was gone. Okay. The troubled look left her face. Good, make sure you brush the back ones. That's where the food goes to hide. I will, Mom. Okay, whew, long book right here. From inside his head, far inside where the twin of his special lockbox was stored on a special shelf. Danny could hear muffled screaming. He didn't mind. He thought it would stop soon enough, and he was right. Go down to chapter 11 in this book. 2 years later, on the day before the Thanksgiving break, halfway up a deserted stairwell in Elafia Elementary, Horace Durant appeared to Danny Torrance. There was confetti on the shoulders of his suit. A little black mask hung from one decaying hand. He reeked of the grave. Great party, isn't it? He asked. Danny turned and walked away very quickly. When school was over, he called Dick long distance at the. Alright, almost done. This is now finally chapter 20. Almost done, and I call it a day on this book. This is I think it's part 8. It is part 8 in this video. Okay. See, we'll be back. We check this. Okay. Dick long distance at the restaurant where Dick worked in Key West. Another one of the overlooked people found me. How many boxes can I have? Dick in my head. I mean, Dick chuckled. As many as you need, honey. That's the beauty of The Shining. You think my black grandpa's the only one I ever had to lock away? Okay. Do they die in there? This time there was no chuckle. This time there was a coldness in Dick's voice the boy had never heard before. Do you care? Danny didn't. When the one-time owner of the Overlook showed up again, shortly after New Year's, this time in Danny's bedroom closet. Danny was ready. He went into the closet and closed the door. Shortly afterward, a second mental lockbox went up on the high mental shelf beside the one that held Mrs. Massey. There was more pounding and some inventive cursing that Danny saved for his own later use. Pretty soon it stopped. There was silence from the Durant lockbox as well as the Massey lockbox. Whether or not they were alive in their undead fashion no longer mattered. What mattered was they were never getting out. He was safe. That was what he thought. Then, of course, he also thought he would never take a drink, not after seeing what he had done to his father. Sometimes he just get it wrong. Woo! Okay. Rattlesnake is about a girl with a rattlesnake tattoo, but I'm done with this book on Rattlesnake. Yeah, I hope you understand the whole page from yesterday and today because I read the whole book. I'm done. Yeah. This book is about Danny when he's grown up now. He becomes like Jack, drinking alcohol, and he gets a job and he meets some new person to have The Shining. It's like a little girl to have The Shining now. So now you get what I'm saying in this book. So I recommend to buy this book at Walmart or order it online if you want. So this is my last video, and my name is Mr. Bookman. Yeah, I'm Mr. Bookman. I'm reading the book. So enjoy the whole book. If you get this book, enjoy this book. You can read it yourself or go to Rattlesnake in this book. Read the whole thing. Just buy the book. I was promoting for you to buy the book if you see at Walmart. If what you like. This is part 8 on this video, I think. All right.